say something to me, please. So at least I know. At least I know the microphone's working.
Hey, what's happening?
Yo, go on, Webby. Webby's that time.
What's up, Webby?
Yeah, what's happening, people? Yeah, usual, man. What about yourself? Usual, just working. Working.
Just left work now, so.
We're going to give it a couple of minutes and then we'll kick off. Yo, what up, NFTs? Oh, shit. Yeah, I owe you a date. I owe you two things, NFTs. Date for open day. No, just make some notes. All right. Who else we got in the house? We got Eggs, Andrew, Avocado, Daft, Punky, Trash. I've not seen that name before, but I like it.
Yeah, that's a pretty rad name.
Devada, Ghost Bunster, like that too. Cami, Nazreen, Neku, NFTs, Roger Rabbit, Ryan Bull, Sativa, Trader, Zed, Wrecked, Eth. I like it. Hopefully you're not so wrecked, Mr. Wrecked Eth. I mean, Eth had a little bit of a bounce yesterday, but it seems to have gone back to the position it was the day before. I don't know if anybody kind of tracking the all the US financial stuff and data. There was the Powell speech yesterday. Everybody was hot on it. Always a little pump or a little dump when that happens. So if you know which way to go,
yeah,
you're always guaranteed to make a bit of money. I mean, I tried to go with it, but I actually lost some money, unfortunately. So I've kind of quit crypto trading for a bit.
What's everybody doing? Yeah, we're hanging in right now, and we're still kind of, we're just talking about when we think the bottom will be in. But how's everyone feeling right now? You guys hanging in?
How's everyone feeling? Yeah, we're going to kick off in a minute, but yeah, be interested to know how you're all kind of feeling with things.
We are great. We can't wait for
everybody's a hooligan's obviously going to be great, Wes, because we're actually doing stuff.
Yeah, I promise you, since I
think they need to get rid of this Ivan.
I feel like
smart. He's a tough cookie.
Say that again. I think he's need to put him on mute. All right, yeah, sorry about that. Just had to put you on mute there, sir. But yeah, you know what? Actually, we always feel if we're ever just sitting around for like 10, 15 minutes, relaxing, taking a breath, feel freaking guilty. Like, oh shit, we gotta be doing stuff. So it's like, we're constantly trying to build for you all, trying to push out content, doing stuff. We're just on the stage right now. We just recorded Who the News, the next episode. So that'll hopefully come out in the next couple of days. So we've got about half an hour to pick it with you all, and then we've got to get back to stage. And we will be shooting episode 4 of the saga of the Crush bots. And you might be wondering, where's episode 3? Well, episode 3 is in edit right now, so hopefully that'll be out tomorrow. So it should be a fun day tomorrow. Mm-hmm. There is a whole new saga building up around that, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about that. But I think we've got enough people in here to kind of kick off right now. So I'll give you a bit of an update on what's kind of going on our side. We will have a live stream and AMA tomorrow. It'll probably be a slightly different time, I think 11. Reason being is we're going to try something different. And by that, not a different format, the same thing, but we've kind of been working on integrating some of the IMI tech into VR, and what we're going to do is hopefully be able to use that tomorrow in the AMA. I'm not going to say much more than that, but I want you all to kind of see it and experience it. Hopefully, in fact, I'm not even going to tell you anything. Just turn up to the live stream and AMA. We're always trying to push ourselves, and here's a new build and innovation. Interestingly enough, we've got Zoom functioning in the Meta headset, if anybody's familiar with that. And Meta are actually interested in talking to us about it. So that'd be an interesting thing. Our enemy is interested in talking to us about stuff we developed in to be used in their headset. So that's an interesting thing happening with IMI right now, and we're going to show you that functionality tomorrow, hopefully in the AMA. I think you'll be blown away by it. Another thing with IMI is Zoom functionality. Is that out yet? Is it coming? It's due, right? Is the Zoom functionality out with IMI?
I don't know if it's out yet.
Yeah, so the Zoom functionality should be coming out as well, so you'll be very easily able to use any of the enemy characters, including hooligans, on Zoom. For those who know, Eric Wan, who is one of the founders of Zoom, is also an investor in enemy, as are a bunch of other folks, Mark Cuban, Paris Hilton, Steve Aoki, surprisingly. G Money, etc. So yeah, still a lot going on in that world. Still developing out that tech. Still bringing in partnerships. Still working on it. I think we were, we were kind of like really ahead of the curve with that one. So organically we're really kind of building on that. It's going really well, and lots of more projects want to be on it. So that's good news. So wait to see what happens tomorrow in the live stream AMA. I'm hoping we can pull it off. I think you'll be really surprised. And what it'll start to do is it'll start to open the door for us to actually develop different types of content that we've not done before.
Big time.
And being like a mishmash of real human characters with digital characters, kind of like Roger Rabbit shit.
Yes, it is kind of.
I mean, that's cartoony, but yeah, we're gonna definitely have a bit of fun with that in the upcoming content. So watch out for that.
And again, we're also, our foundations are still in animation technology, so it's something that we're always pressing. We've actually had a couple discussions even just today about this is purely just in the exploration phase, but still just looking into AI protocols and seeing how we might be able to play around with some of that and some of the tech that we're building. So that's always kind of close to our hearts as far as the stuff that we're exploring, right? We're kind of stoked because
this will probably be the first time anybody's done this as well.
I think so.
I think this will be the first time you're witnessing something that and nobody can claim they've done this before.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that. Yeah.
We keep doing firsts all the time.
Usually when we are too, we sort of blow past it.
That's it. I know it's like
all right, cool. On the next thing we got.
Well, that's what we need from you when we do something like this, when we actually have some innovation. Just like shout about it everywhere you can possibly, and just kind of help us get that word out, because we're kind of moving on to what's the next thing.
There's just a super long laundry list of things that we're constantly having to get.
So this is there's going to be some real kind of fundamentally cool stuff we can do with this, but we are in exploration stage and we're going to show it off tomorrow. What else is going on? Crystal Bun. So some of you may have seen Crystal Bun on one of the behind the scenes on Sunday. Crystal Bun's looking absolutely amazing. Crystal Bun is a cipher bun. Crystal Bun is part of our overall story, MPH story. You've not met her yet, but you are going to meet her. But essentially, that little clip you saw was a shot we're developing for an Amazon pitch at the moment. I can't tell you much more about that, but it's going to be cool. But yeah, we are working in the background on these connections, Amazon, Meta, etc., and just seeing what we can do. Like, this doesn't mean that we're going to do something with them, we're going to partner with them, but we're really kind of showing off our capability, our skills, and just kind of opening doors and making relationships. That's essentially what it is. We're going to say something there. That's it. All right. So Zuckbots. Next step. I'm just going to share this alpha with you. But next step is going to be the Zuckbox openings. What you're getting in there, I'm not going to tell you yet, but you're going to start to find out as part of the next few episodes that are coming out. I will give you a loose time frame on when those Zuckboxes will open. We are aiming for 2 to 3 weeks on that. But we want to kind of really build it up with the story. It's interesting because, we could have done all of this in one go, but I kind of feel that we really kind of wanted to build up to each activation with the Zuckbots and actually build a story alongside it and actually kind of deliver it that way. Because part of this is about storytelling. It's about, the reasoning behind why all of this stuff exists.
Right.
But, the only clues I can give you is, there's definitely one clue of one thing you'll be getting in the Zuckbot in the behind the scenes on Sunday. That's one thing. So you will be getting more than one thing. What those other things are, I'm not going to tell you. But you'll be able to, as always, do some stuff with it for the next activation. The next activations is probably going to be 2 more activations for the Zuckbots after that. And they'll likely be in early new year. So yeah, look forward to that. So the next step will be the Zuckbox opening, and the Z Combinator will be the last step. But it'll all be driven by the storyline. Episode 3 is shot, it's in edit. that will be going out hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to that. And you'll start to kind of see more about what's happening in the kind of jail cell environment and what's going on there. But it does look like Hoolie's got a decision to make, because some of his comrades are currently locked up in jail. And although Hoolie is a bit of a knob at times, let's see if Hoolie's got heart. So we're going to find out a bit more about that tomorrow. Like I mentioned, yeah, AMA live stream is tomorrow, likely at 11. Definitely pop up to that. It's going to be different. It's going to be special. It's going to be showing off some new things that we've done specifically in the VR space. In terms of other things, game, a little bit of an update on the game. We've pretty much done the testing suite side of things. So the footage that you've been seeing around, the little map where the hooligans are having a bit of a team deathmatch, that was a little internal test suite that we were playing with, utilizing kind of the Lyra technologies there. So what we're currently doing is we've taken what we want from that. We've taken the kind of feedback that's been out with our group of testers, which is like 40 or 50 that Beto helps us organize. We've been getting the feedback from them. These guys are majority traditional gamers, not Web3 gamers. So what we're really trying to do is get that balance of what works well within the traditional gaming world, and what how we ensure that we still deliver the benefits of Web3, but not overcomplicating it and not making it hard to optimize. And there is an approach that there's two ways any Web3 project with gaming can approach things. They can approach things with a very Web3 maximalist approach where everything's on chain, everything's blockchain, and hoorah, we pull this off. Or you could actually take the hybrid approach where the Web3 benefits are there, but there's still all the kind of elements of Web2. I don't know why we even call it Web2 gaming. Let's just call it kind of traditional.
Yeah, just traditional gaming
in there, and it's kind of built around for that market. But the Web3 there is there for those individuals that want it, and that's the approach we're taking. The majority of reasons for that is you don't need to have a maximalist approach on blockchain gaming. In fact, it probably hurt you more than anything. We want to ensure people want to play a game. People want to just log into a game. People want to ensure the game's well optimized, it's efficient, it works, it's smooth. They don't have to wait around. They don't really care in most cases what's happening in the hood, under the hood. We do, because ultimately our heart, we're technologists. Yeah. We want to build on the beautiful technologies out there. But the traditional gamer and user doesn't, right? They just want to have a fun experience. So we don't want to sacrifice that at the benefit of being Bitcoin. Sorry, not Bitcoin, but Maxis, but having absolutely everything on chain. So we have been working on that balance. I did tease that we do have a confirmed partnership that is a layer 2, begins with a P. I'm going to say more than that, but they are rolling out the red carpet for us and going to be giving us, the same level of support, marketing, service that they would for like a Disney or a Meta, which is really good news because, they really see us as a force, as a brand, as an IP that, is definitely going to be the ones that crosses over into the gaming space with a bang. And with those Web3 things under the hood. So a lot going on with that. What we have been doing is we the test suite footage we said we've started to port over the main map now, or reporting it over into the main map. So that's all kind of working with the new architecture and framework that we built in. So that's pretty much where the focus of the game team's at right now. Kind of taking a step back to take 10 steps forward has definitely kind of impacted the timeline a bit. So we will give you an update on when that next release is coming out, but it is going to be a couple of months away, and we are going to likely launch it at GDC, which is the Games Dev Conference in March. So we will be there. That's going to be in San Francisco. That's probably the next version that's going to go out. So we're going to go out with a massive bang there, and that's where we're at that stage. We're up against traditional games. We're not just up against.
That's exactly right.
We're not just up against kind of the Web3 games, and a lot of people already think we're one of the top forces there. Like we're then putting our stall out alongside traditional games. So actually be there and have the opportunity to be there, and the representation we're going to have there is absolutely massive. Like I can't, understate how big this is. And we will also be doing E3 next year. So we are starting to take the next step, with the confidence that we've got and with the partners around us to really kind of make a play on the global stage of gaming outside of just this, this thing of ours, which is Web3. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but we need to continually push forward.
Right. Well,
if we want to make a massive.
Frankly, it's one of the things I'm most excited for personally. Is just considering that if we can build this game correctly, really make a product that resonates well with a wider audience, we have an opportunity to onboard people into crypto and NFT ownership in a way that most other projects can't. So it's something that I'm probably, it's probably one of the largest motivating forces for me, actually.
So no, it's not Polka. It's not Polka that we're using. There's another one. I'm not going to say anything else. It's definitely not Polka. It's definitely not Pancake Swap. I wish it was Pancake Swap. I remember. I've definitely used that. For sure. In my DJ days, I definitely used Pancake Swap. I never really did well at it though. Okay, I'm not going to say anything Ghost Monster, but it's big. It's big, and there's a lot of things really coming in place. We've been pretty silent for a few days, which is unlike us. So that kind of bugs me at times. Here we go. That individual on the right has definitely been to the studio and definitely likes what they're doing as well. By the way, that's all I've got to say there. But we've probably it's quite uncommon for us to not have put out content for a few days.
We
don't like it. I kind of feel uneasy about it.
Yeah, we're almost just we kind of feel like the truth is right now. We've got a strong end to the year, on the docket right now. So we're just, we're kind of in the thick of it. Heads down, just making sure that we're delivering.
Make sure we go out with a bang.
Yeah.
We've also got our anniversary. So it'll be a year anniversary mid-December. So we definitely want to see what we can do for you there. And definitely probably not going to be an airdrop, but let's see what else we can do. I think we can do something cool. Let's just see if we can pull it off. So we've definitely got that. One of the other things, there are a few things that I want to discuss and get your opinions on as part of the session. That's a general update there. Any kind of questions on anything I've said before we kind of get into what I'd like to get from you? Please? No? All right, no worries. All right, let's get into it. So there's a couple of things that I want to discuss here. So let's start off with one of them. A few members of the community, rightly so, want to come down to the studio, and we definitely want to make that happen. So we've definitely been kind of, working on this idea of having an open day where our holders can come, kick it with the team, have a bit of food, chill out, and maybe hit the pub after or something. And we're definitely up for that. We're gonna just work internally and see when the best date would be for that. Yeah, likely it'd be before Christmas, but fairly close. It'd probably be on the last few days before we shut the studio. So I will try and get that information out ASAP because I do want as many of you to be able to come. And if some of you can't, we'll definitely kind of do something around the next version release early next year. So yeah, hopefully some of you can make it through, but that's definitely something we want to do. And definitely want to kick it with you all. I'll be open to kind of hear your thoughts on that. If it's going to be too close to Christmas, too late notice, etc. But we definitely kind of want to ensure that there are options available for those who not necessarily.
Yeah, and if it's better, also if it's better to do it in the new year, we can do that too. I mean, ultimately, I know the travel costs and everything are kind of crazy about around the holidays, so that might not be the worst thing.
So maybe we do like a soft open day, and then we do like a bigger thing. Early next year, I think that might be the play, and I'm sure some people pop by twice, and so yeah, looking forward to that. I'm really kind of looking forward to kicking it with you all, and meeting up front. That's what part of being a community is about, right? It's not all just digital. It's like let's connect, let's get to know each other as individuals.
We get to meet you guys in person.
Yeah, I'm sure some of you want to see my face, but I've been in the gym, so I've actually been changed my diet. I'm no longer at Denny's eating French toast. I'm having oatmeal.
Impress you all.
They call it porridge, and these guys are like, what the heck's porridge? That's like a UK thing. So I've been eating oatmeal. I've been going to the gym 4 times a week. I'm making sure that I'm looking good for you all. That's a good spot. but yeah, it's interesting. A lot of good stuff happening. There's good news actually. They're just sidetrack here, but yeah, Elio Trades is coming in tomorrow to the studio. We're big fans of what he does. So we're going to try and get a few pictures with Elio, little local celebrity. So yeah, looking forward to him coming in, getting his views on things. Very knowledgeable guy, does a lot in the gaming space. Kind of get his thoughts on where things are going, and let's see if we can cook up something with Elio too. So looking forward to him coming through tomorrow. That's about it in terms of updates. The thing that I wanted to discuss with you all is YouTube strategies. So this is where I really kind of want your input. So we've got an AMGI YouTube page, which is a studio-based page, which is one that we already have. Now we have an MPH one, which hasn't been used yet. So we've kind of just set it up, but we've not really posted to it yet. We kind of got this dilemma now where the Bunners short, which is a really kind of high quality animated piece of content, is now ready to go out. I know Hulu Media put out a screen grab from the AMA we did last time, but that's ready to go out, and we've got really kind of cool pieces of content. So we've always got content out, and the majority of the time we're putting content on Twitter. Twitter is where the majority of the traffic is for kind of like crypto NFTs, and some of that. But the majority of traffic for gaming and a lot of the kind of gaming content creators in many ways is often on YouTube as well, and TikTok. So like one of the things I want to discuss with you is strategy around YouTube. Do you feel that we should, start to decouple from the AMGI YouTube site and really kind of start to kick off the My Pet Hooligan YouTube's page? And start to run the AMAs through that, start to run all of the content we're doing through that, and some of the kind of feature pieces, because you can really break that up into channels so people can kind of get the feeds they want as well.
I'm feeling like we kind of
and the quality there is really good as well. But at the same time, that then kind of takes away from the AMGI YouTube site. But then again, MPH is a property, MPH is a game, MPH is a content, whereas AMGI is a studio. So I kind of want to kind of hear your inputs on that, and anybody in here who's die hard on YouTube who wants to kind of help out and get involved, and even give kind of pointers of what they think would be kind of successful. Always open to kind of
appreciate it
and kind of work with you all. So what are your thoughts anyway? So should we start off with that? Should we start off with the bonus shot? Because we've also got the trailer.
Yeah, we got all of those. We've got the. So I just started recording a second trailer today.
We've got the other one with the Zuckbot release. There's some really kind of high quality 4K pieces we've got in the stash there that
more coming too. So I just want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward.
Yeah, this crystal bun one is going to be crazy as well, and that's going to be super cool, and that's going to show you like how the movie's going to kind of look a bit as well.
So I want to hear from you guys too. By the way.
All right, so talk to me. I'm seeing some people. I think Hulu News will be a weekly thing. We're starting to get to that rhythm a bit, but yeah, they're saying
people are gonna
MPH channel is the play. So anybody out here who wants to help with this, definitely give us a shout and we can get you involved, and just get some more community involvement in things. Anybody talking or just on? Just chatting away on the Discord. Somebody please talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't like talking this much. I know I'm British, and I know people say I talk a lot, but
yo, what's up, guys?
Oh, Jay John saved us. Oh, by the way, good little video you did with the Collider tournament.
That was great.
They actually give us a shout about that as well. So yeah, that was cool, man. Nice use of technology. You've been playing in the Collider tournament.
Yeah, well, I suck. So the only other way I can help out is spread the word. And I like what they're doing over there, and I think I'm sad that we're not a partner. But I don't want anybody to forget us Hoolies. They're doing cool stuff, and we're doing cool stuff. So
you know what? We're not a partner of their tournament, but we're really close. We talk all the time, like pretty much every other day. So. They're great allies. We're allies for them. I mean, in all transparency, the partnership costs money, and
Oh yeah.
So you have to pay for a sponsored package. So all those people. all these people who were there on their sponsors paid for it, and like we discussed it internally, and
we decided,
and that's not because we don't support them. You know, there's other things we can do with resources. So you know that's purely what it came down to. But otherwise, you know, we massively support them. They're allies. We'll always help them. They'll always help us. So I'm sure some hooligans are in there in the competition. One thing I'm interested in knowing is, I've not played it yet, but can you be your own NFT, or do you have to select from a set of characters?
Yeah, it's preloaded. There's 8 different factions that you can choose from, including 3 partner factions. And it doesn't connect to your NFT yet. It's on the horizon.
Okay. So even if you own a Collider, you won't come in as your NFT. You'll have to choose from a base character. That's interesting. And you know what? I am interested to know, because I was thinking about this yesterday, because we were having a chat about it. We're always kind of watching, you know, what else is kind of coming out, and I kind of feel like there are very few kind of NFT games or demos or alphas out there where you can actually be your NFT. Am I correct in that, or am I wrong? I know we're definitely one of them. Yeah, so it's like I kind of thought that was like the norm, but then I thought about it and thought, you know what, we're actually...
Is there any...
Yeah, we're actually... we did that like super early on. Like, that was one of the first things we did, and it was like... We just thought that was a given. But I have been recently realising you can't actually do that. So kudos to our people over here. But sorry, we just went completely off topic there. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a really smart idea to keep AMGI and MPH, keep the stuff that's MPH local to MPH, but maybe have your milestones, or like a review of your milestones of MPH content on NGI. But yeah, I think it's good to keep them separate. Okay. I think y'all are right on track.
Yeah, because like the AMGI one could be also used for like IMI, some of the text.
Yeah, a lot of the other stuff that we have. So obviously, if you go further back in the AMGI, you know we've been kind of toying around with a bunch of different concepts and things. So that's definitely now. You know, my Pet Hooligan has the full studio attention. This is the flagship. So I think it's probably about time that we just continue to kind of branch off in that direction.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Let's do it. So let's make a bit of a bang with the bonus shot. See, one of the things is though, when you like, because one of the other things that you always consider is like most people kind of, you know, crypto Twitter, NFT Twitter, whatever you call it, is majority on Twitter, right? But if you put any links on Twitter, it just kind of completely screws you on the algorithm. So when you put a YouTube link on it, just doesn't give it enough love. And so that's always something to consider. But we can also, you know, release whatever we release on YouTube on the Twitter as well, or do you think we should kind of release it all in one place and try and kind of build that up? What's your thoughts on that? I kind of think we just put things everywhere. What would be your thoughts on that?
No idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea on that.
Yeah. All right, fine. So we're gonna make use of it. It's just where the people look and sit and where you're gonna get most of your engagement. Right now, it's because of crypto Twitter and NFTs. It is Twitter. But you know, we're a game, and we need to kind of, you know, be where the games are at as well. So I think kind of conquering both is definitely the play.
We will need both. Yeah.
Did he say? Yeah.
I looked up online. I looked up the Twitter length. So as long as it's under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you probably know this. You can post the link straight to Twitter. Any longer, you have to use another link, and another link is another barrier to entry because somebody has to click on your video.
Yeah, exactly.
The content.
That's why most of our videos are under 2 minutes, 2 minutes 19 seconds. Yeah. I'm just kind of reading through at the chat at the same time. Okay, so everybody seems to be on the same page as that. Any more insight or leaks on the partnership with Digi Flying Falcon? Is Hulu getting laid? Hulu wishes to is getting laid, but we'll definitely kind of hear more on that in due course. We are trying to get you guys some villains whitelist spots at the moment, but let's see what happens with that. So yeah, just bear with us on that one. But yeah, you know, Gabe is a super cool guy, very complimentary of what we're doing. You know, and he's been in the gaming world for a very long time. He was actually in the arcade machine world at one stage. So that's how old school he is. Yeah, and I've been on a few chats with him. Super cool guy. Loves what we're doing. Really kind of wants to help in any way, shape, or form he can. So that's a real kind of good testament to what we're doing and what we're building. He really kind of thinks that what we're building is an actual game that people will want to play. And he's seeing everything out there, so that's great. So we'll give you more on that as it comes. Yeah.
Ponder these things. I want to hear from you. What do you think about the stuff I've covered?
Say that again. To the moon. To the moon's gonna mute. All right, I don't know if there's a question. It sounded like it. Sorry.
Yeah, hey, Luke. When you guys are talking with when you're talking with Jonah Blake next week, he'd be someone to ask about what he thinks about the YouTube strategy as well.
Yeah.
I know that he's pretty well researched in that, so I think a YouTube content creation, good question for him, as well as that question of is anybody else able to be an NFT. He would have a pretty good read on that as well. So
yeah, we're looking to definitely have a good conversation. That'll be a really kind of deep conversation. Probably get a bit technical on that as well. So that's going to be real fun. Actually, really looking forward to it because he knows his stuff, and I'm really kind of looking forward to it. We'll probably have Kevin Mack on there as well, who's our games lead. So that's going to be a fun one. That'll be Wednesday. So that's going to be on Wednesday. I'm going to announce that. I've just got a poster made for it right now. So we will announce that. That'll be Wednesday, 12 PST time. You know what? This is just me being silly. But if you're not using the 24-hour clock, this is how intelligent I am. And you put in the number 12 in. Is it 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.?
If it's noon. If it's noon on not on 24 hour
not on 24-hour clock,
then it's just 12 p.m.
It's 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, there you go. That one always stumbles me. He's a guy like I claim to be educated, so it just shows you. It shows you how. I claim to be an educated guy who's got a computer science degree. He's worked at investment banks and management consultancies, and I don't even know my PMs and AMs. So. That's what an education gets you. Don't really always get you a real world education.
No, that's okay. When I'm on 24-hour clocks, I always have to count on my fingers. 15 o'clock plus 6 o'clock.
Sorry, I don't know. I just went completely off tangent there. But yeah, that's on Wednesday at 12 at noon. And we will announce that shortly. And massively looking forward to that one. I think that's going to be really cool. And there was anybody you kind of reach out to our raid and stuff, just it actually makes a massive difference, So like, I think one of you must have hit up a guy called Ninja, who's definitely coming through as well. So like, these little raids and you guys definitely comment on people. People take notice, and some of these individuals come to the studio to check out what we're doing. We talk to them offline, so like it makes a massive difference. So like we could continually just please keep doing what you're doing because every little bit helps. And you might think I'm only just one voice. I've only got 10 followers on Twitter. Does not matter. That voice is a very powerful voice. And our voices individually are powerful and collectively are even more powerful. So never forget that. The power in this world, regardless of what anybody says, is always in and with the people. It's just whether the people want to stand for something, right, Wes?
Damn right, dude. I mean, at this point,
I'm not talking about anything politically, by the way, but it's true, right? The power is always in the hands of people, regardless of whatever else you think. No matter how much mass hypnotism goes on in the world, the power is always ours. And that's just a bit of a side note. And the hooligans, the hooligans are a force definitely to be reckoned with.
Luke, I mean it's just a huge testament to you guys being able to say yes to things because that Ninja TV film and the Jonah Blake thing, those were just things that I shouted out on Twitter that you guys said yes to, backing us up as a community. Like, hey, you guys should get together, and then your response of there's enough there when they look at it, they're like, oh shit, I should look into this, and then you guys respond and set it up. So kudos to you guys for actually doing that.
100%. Like we're super tapped in with everything going on the socials, by the way, if you don't already know. So we're super tapped in. We know who's making what, we know who's saying what, and we're always trying to follow up everywhere we can. So big shout out to you for kind of putting those together because these are important things. These are important connections. You never know where some of these relationships can go, right? And it's all a lot of things are really kind of based on relationships and relationship building. So, like I mentioned before, the thing around IMI and Amazon, these are just relationship building things. Opening doors, making connects, building with people, and that's what it ultimately comes down to, because it's you broadening and widening your community, you actually being, a good actor in the space and trying to help.
Just being a resource, right? And also
that's why our doors are always been open. Even like things with like the Gay Blade and thing that came by somebody recommending us to it, and he's since put us in touch with a number of really kind of powerful people in the investment space. So like all of these little things make a massive difference. So yeah, just keep at it, please. Keep at it. Okay, well, I'm just looking through the comments right now. Is Hooli getting laid? 100% he's getting laid. I think he's a rabbit. Rabbit's quite active in the bedroom, yeah? Did he say Zuckbot Combinator was the next step after opening the box? So the Zuckbot Combinator is going to be the last step. The next step will be box opening, and then after the box opening, there'll be another step. So I'm sure you've all worked things out by now, but there are still 3 to 4 other bot types out there that you can get. So then they'll be coming after the Zuckbox opening, and then it'll be the Z Combinator. The Z Combinator is all in its name. I'm sure you can work it out. You're going to start to learn a bit more about that. But yeah, we want to get back into the swing of getting these episodes out. We were off for a few days last week. It was great. I kind of, definitely found myself doing things I don't normally do. I've gotten Warzone for a bit. Went into the I went to a place called Big Bear, which is like 2 hours away from LA. First time I've been there. It's like a whole different world. And I did a couple hours of skiing. Fell over a couple of times, but it was really fun. I enjoy it. I like mountains. I like seeing mountain villages. So it's easy for us to be always consumed in kind of work and always on. So I'm constantly I'm constantly on 24/7. Like even when I wake up in the morning, I'm on like what's going on with Web3, what's going on at MPH, what's going on Twitter. Like, I was constantly, in that world. Sometimes, this is just general, well-being and awareness for all. But it is good to kind of step out for a day or two sometimes. I definitely get a lot of shit from the missus about it. You're always on your phone. You wake up, you're on your phone. It's like, yeah, this is work. I have to be. I have to be. You don't understand. We've got all these people to deliver for. We've got to be on it. So that is where our heart is. That is where our passion is. And I can't not want to constantly deliver for you all. So like even if there's a little lull in anything, any form of activity, like a proper feel, I feel like we're not doing enough. We need to do enough, and it's like. We're probably doing more than like absolutely most people out there, like 10 times combined. But it's like we don't see ourselves and compare ourselves to the projects, because we could just say, we could sit here and say so and so project tweets once every 3 months. Like we're not them. We're us. We're going to do things the way we want to do. We want to do things for you all. We want to keep you all excited. We want to deliver stories to you. And that's the mindset we're in. We don't give a shit what they're doing. Let's do us, and let's do us in the best possible way we can. And let's do us together, because us is not just us as a studio team. It's us as a collective, as a community. You're all invested in what we're doing, and you're part of the team now.
I got a question.
Go for it. Yeah, and by the way, I'm seeing a dentist on Saturday.
Well, you're saying the wrong one.
I know, but if you're local, I'll come and see you, sir.
I'll make one in the rabbit hole, and you can come see me anytime.
Oh yeah. Sorry, go for it.
Yeah, it's a dumb question, but do I need to burn these keys, or do I not need to burn these keys?
That's a question a lot of people are asking. It's not a dumb question. One of the things that we said up front is like, you are all in control of how this ecosystem builds out. Now, you've already started that by choosing whether to claim a Zuckbot and whether to burn a key. So there's still some choices you've got to make. Can the keys potentially be used for something else in the future? Potentially. I'm not going to say anything else on that. Should you burn and claim them all now? You can do if you want. But everything you do will impact to some degree what happens in the coming steps. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So it's your choice.
It is your choice.
I did say something up front. I said, we said this is a test of faith, skill. I can't remember what else we said, but it was in the first ever poster. There was something along that because these all these decisions impact what this final Zuckbot supply and model system looks like. So you're in control of that. You still got some keys. Yeah, maybe keep them. If you don't want to, burn them. But that might impact something later. Every decision you make impacts something. Does that make sense? I don't want to give it away because I'll just.
It makes a little sense. I have full faith, in everything that we do, so I don't care to save it for later. But if I need it to, get one of these other 4 bots, then of course I'm saving them. I'm not trying to hoard them to make the supply lower to then make money. I'm not doing any of that mess. I want to see what my other bots would look like, but I'm willing to save them, and I've got too many, and they're all saved, and I don't know what to do with them.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll give you a bit more insight on that in the coming weeks. But I can't say anything else because I don't want to encourage people to save. I don't want to discourage people from burning it because it does definitely impact what kind of happens with the whole thing. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. And these are all we often make decisions around things, especially decisions around instruments that could be considered financial. It's like I've been trading a little bit over the past few weeks just to keep the adrenaline going. Not successfully, by the way. And I have to make a decision every time. Do I go long here? Do I short here? So
and then I hear about it.
and then I'm on a down and West has to hear about it. So yeah, it's a similar decision, I guess. But I'm feeling good today. Better today.
We got things we have now.
All right. I hope that if we've got any final questions, let's definitely kind of get them in. We're going to get back to the stage and get on to episode 4. Episode 4 is filmed today.
Got a lot of shooting to do.
Episode 4 is going to be a nice epic one.
I'm pretty stoked.
Definitely, definitely Lord of the Rings level stuff. So episode 4 is going to be cool. All right. Any final questions, and then. Hopefully, you will let us be on our way to keep working. I mean, Radix, you want to see episode 3 first, so hopefully that's out tomorrow, and then episode 4 will be next week. Yeah. And then episode 5 after that. Okay. I think that's it. Unless there's any final questions, please. Is dropping a small build of V2 told is a good question. Either the deathmatch is going to play out right now. V2, okay.
Good question.
Good question. So the V2 build, the test build on that test map. So that map that you're seeing in the footage isn't going to be a map that we use in. It's not going to be a map in the game. That's literally that's our test suite where we're just testing kind of combat mechanics and flow. But that is currently out with our testing group, which Beto, sorry, you can't call him Beto anymore, 6967 runs. If you are interested in getting into that group, he's the guy you got to see about it. I don't know if the group's still open. It's not in my control. Beto is a beast in himself and makes his own decisions.
Oh, there he is.
What did he say?
I just jumped in.
Yeah, I just saw you. So if you do want to get access to that, for testing purposes, 6967 is the guy you got to see. But maybe let's speak with Kevin and Carl and see if there is anything we can get out to you all for a bit of fun. Because I know you all want a bit of fun.
Yeah, we would love to share it, but it'll kind of depend upon.
There's probably a little something we could do. So let's think about it. But it won't be in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, if you do want to get into it, 6967 is the guy you got to knock on his door.
Yeah, come DM me instantly if you're interested in getting.
Yeah, and big shout out to 6967. He's doing a lot of really solid work in the background for us. Really well organized. This guy 6967 is not a guy you ever want to underestimate. Let me tell you that much. This guy's a pure professional. Yeah. Pure professional, and we're glad he's part of the team as well. All right, cool. Yeah, holidays are coming up. Need to spend my time in Rabbit Hole. Who is a great Christmas gift? Who is our great Christmas gift? All right, okay. It's gonna be a fun few weeks. So yeah, just stay locked in, people. Stay doing what you're doing. You know, you're all doing a great job in kind of helping and supporting us. We've unfortunately got to go now, but I'll take one more question if anybody's got it. You can be in the text or VC. Pew pew pew. I don't think there is any. There you go. Dendo's. There's Dendo's in the group. Hell yeah. There you go. All right.
Appreciate you all. Love you all.
Massive love and appreciation for you all. Stay locked in. Going to be getting some content out for you. Live stream AMA tomorrow. Jonah Hill. It's not Jonah Hill. It's Jonah Blake. Jonah Hill. I'm sure Jonah Hill will pop in here at some stage. Jonah Blake. I mean, we've had Angelina Jolie in. Like,
that is true.
We can't get bigger than Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie's like fucking like up there. Like you,
that was
A-list actress.
That was
everything.
That was insane. That was nuts.
Angelina Jolie's been in I don't think we can top that one, but I'm sure we can get Jonah Hill in at some stage.
We'll try for Brad.
We'll try for Brad. Yeah, we'll try for Brad. I'm trying for Selena Gomez as well. Okay, cool.
Love you. Appreciate you all so much.
Appreciate you all. Take it easy.
Evening, guys.
Big shout out to everybody doing the thing.
Appreciate you guys.
It all makes a difference. Thank you. I hope that was fun. It was fun for me. Gave you a bit of alpha.
Little alpha.
That Snoop Dogg was supposed to come in the studio. I don't know what happened. He was supposed to come in a couple of times actually. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure we'll make that way. Yeah, but you know what? These celebrities are celebrities. We're out here to build a game. Yeah, really the best game possible. And they're all coming. Yeah, all right. See you later.
Love you guys.
Peace.